off season, although it's not related to football, or Kickoff, the game on the Amiga. Did you ever play that?
No.
It was no good. No good, man. Football games used to be rubbish.
So this is just the off.
This is just the off. No, the off season implies that it's like not on.
Mm.
We have replays for you, thank goodness.
Yeah, because
we have our producer's going to queue them up. We've got a couple to show you. First of all, we're going to have another look at the First Blood because I missed it, which is tradition. I do tend to miss First Bloods, but it's difficult, guys. You know, if you imagine if you couldn't hear Dota and you had to try and listen for when the spells were being cast. So here's the First Blood coming up. Actually, we've missed First Blood. It's out of shot because I missed it on the camera work. So there you go. All right, the replay there, we are still going to miss First Blood. That's just how we roll. And there's Sanking walking back into lane. So there's me clicking furiously all over the map. Okay, so all right, that was the First Blood. So we had a replay. We brought you a replay of me missing First Blood. I thought that was pretty important, so thank you for that. The next replay we have, and I think in a funny way, I'm not going to call this the turning point, but the game was like 20 minutes long, so the turning point had to happen at 10 minutes.
The midlife crisis was like early
It happened.
Game,
it was like a
minutes.
midlife crisis at 18, basically, although it was at 10 minutes. This is the big fight that happened where it looked to me like Empire just rolled all over Sigma, and they got kill. And this is the thing, the rotation from Storm Spirit worked, and that's big. As I like to roam when I'm mid, and it never works, and I fall behind in farm. Meanwhile, the Invoker was getting his farm on mid. Now imagine if Storm Spirit rotates and doesn't get anything.
Yeah.
Like what then? Okay, so here is the fight. I hope Storm Spirit is there, otherwise I'm gonna look around. Stupid. So there's the AA ult top. They have no idea what's coming. Sanking's just chilling on the steps. AA ult coming in. Here it comes. I don't think Storm Spirit's even there. I think he comes around the back.
He does appear and he's like,
there's a disruption, Sunstrike. This looks like it was going to go their way. Storm Spirit is there. He almost goes down. They managed to get the Shadow Demon. The Windrunner is running hard, but she's going to be hard to kill. And nope, he just blasts her. She does. Tony dies to the tower shot. Come back to the action here. Storm Spirit manages to get away. Surges the Sand King, and he was out of mana. If it had mana then, they would have killed the Storm Spirit. I think that would have been...
Yeah, but here comes Io with Storm
Right,
Spirit.
he's
round
like,
two.
goes for the Regoose. I don't know if they do kill the Sand King here. I think they just back off.
No, I don't think they find anything.
Never mind, I'm going to go back mid. But anyway, that's the end of that replay. The thing that I wanted to say then was that because he rotated and it worked, and you know, when I rotate and it doesn't work, the Invoker gets free farm mid. Now, if Storm Spirit had died, if Sand King had mana then and he'd been able to kill the Storm Spirit, he would have been out for 30 seconds or whatever. Has to go back to mid. Invoker can maybe catch up on farm, and then he can start to walk around, because he didn't at all. Like, what you want is that Invoker to come in there, tornadoes, all kinds of meatballs.
EMPs, that sort of stuff.
All that kind of stuff.
We saw some nice Sunstrikes. That did happen, but it just wasn't enough. It wasn't enough, to be frank with you.
No, and I think because he was basically falling behind, and they were steaming ahead, it's like the Sunstrike isn't going to do enough. It's not going to result in a kill. It's kind of, you know, and but there you go. Because once you get an Invoker rocking, then the team fight potential was there, I think.
It can swing around,
yeah. Because he has such good control of the team fight. And they got the Invoker, which is quite big. He tends to get banned a lot. But, yeah, I don't know the status on the next game. I'm going to assume it's a little way off. I'm trying to find the lobby, but we will come back to the next game in a bit, which will be Rox.Pix against Sigma. We just cast Sigma. They need to come back with a win here, Joe.
They do indeed, otherwise they're going to stay at
Otherwise they'll have lost 2 games, and we're seeing them 3 times tonight, and they could conceivably lose all 3 of their first games on the opening night, which is not what you want to do. I mean, I think honestly, if you lose one, a lot of teams do this. They play a game, they lose a game, and then they come back like super strong.
Again, I like to mention the local UK teams, because that's where my knowledge is.
That's where our knowledge is.
Yeah, that's like a famous infused kind of thing. It's just to lose, you know,
lose
the best of 3, lose game 1, and then just come back and go, you know what, let's win the last 2.
Yeah, it's funny because I mean, if you think about it, in most sporting events, I think if you got that safety net of a best of 3, or we've got 2 more games tonight, are you going to try as hard? Sometimes you need a kick, and I think that losing a game, especially a whipping like that, could hopefully wake them up a bit.
Yeah, hopefully so. I mean, they weren't on great form there. The Invoker didn't do that much. I didn't think the picks were amazing.
No,
but both sides I got the impression of both going for sort of early push strat, so that's kind of the vibes I was getting.
I kind of think, like, if it had gone late game, like basically Empire had the luxury there that they could. Doesn't matter if it goes late. Doesn't matter if we finish it early, because we've got Nature's Prophet, we've got Tiny Wisp. We can play whatever kind of game we like.
Yeah.
Whereas the strat for Sigma, I was a little unsure. Maybe because I'm too noob to see what their titanic Dota brains have come up with. But I'm not sure they'll be running that kind of thing again.
No. I like the Invoker pickup. Like he's so good.
Yeah, if you
He's
can get him, you've got to
so
get him.
game changing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, first pick. The fact he wasn't banned, you've got to take him. It's like a gimme. Like, you know, he's one of those heroes over Dota 2, the meta as they call it. As the meta changes, there's always one hero. It's like if he's there, you got to get him. It used to be Lifestealer. People just used to take Lifestealer every single game.
Though he's still getting banned out quite a lot, Lifestealer. Though I don't think you get picked that much, especially in that game.
It depends on the lineup you're up against, I think. But he's an awesome hero. I can get last hits. I can win games with Lifestealer, Joe. Like, I'm not kidding. My Lifestealer win rate is pretty good. And a Legion Commander as well. My Legion Commander win rate is really good.
Yeah, well, that's...
It's like 7 games out of 8 or 8 out of 9 or something. She's just that easy, folks.
My win-loss at the moment, I'm still scraping the 51%.
That's good.
That's good.
Dude, I'm at like 48. If you're a winning player, if you were a poker player, you could
why
show...
not in these games then?
I don't know. Because, well, you're winning against scrubs, I guess. I've lost my connection to Steam, sadly, so I won't be able to get in the lobby. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why that happens. I think they just don't like me, but I tend to lose it. Like when I stream, I lose connection to Steam quite often.
Maybe they just like follow you around like a little Pyrian radar.
Yeah, he's streaming. Shut down stream. He's casting. Shut down Steam.
Pyriandar, I want to call it like.
Pyriandar, like radar, but it doesn't work.
What about a Flagstar?
Flagstar. Yeah, Flagstar. That kind of is. What other games have you played, Joe? By the way.
Well, where do I come from?
Yeah.
Like
what's your big game? Let's say prior to Dota.
You're gonna hate me for this.
Uh-oh.
Well, no, you won't hate me. I used to do competitive Counter-Strike Source.
Oh wow, I don't hate you for that at all.
I used to be.
Did you play?
Yeah, and I used to play quite competitively. Various leagues.
Were you any good, or did you just turn up?
Well, the thing is, when I was playing this, and I was one of those like really annoying 15-year-old kids at the time that was really good at the game, but I was probably still too young to really go to the LAN events and stuff, so nothing really came of it.
That's a shame.
And then I kind of took a step back from it all, and then I came back, bit of League for a little while, and then just as soon as Dota 2 came out, I started hitting that.
Right. What do you think of it?
It's been a crazy ride. Like I'm at nearly like 2,000 hours played now.
Right. In what kind of space of time are we talking here?
Since beta, like so maybe about a year.
Oh wow, that's impressive. Because I've got like 3,000 hours played in 2.5 years.
Maybe. I think it's been longer than a year now.
It must have been.
I hope so.
Yeah.
However,
it's the kind of game that gets stuck in your soul. I don't know what to do. Like I play other things, but it doesn't last.
No, that's the thing. I'll be like, I'll go play something else right now.
Man, I could be playing Dota right now. But yeah. I've got some information for you, Joe. Think about this, okay?
Yeah. Just before that, I want to interrupt you very quickly.
Please do.
Our very efficient production team. Oh.
No, the replay's gone. The replay's here. Okay, we have a replay for you. We've had another message.
We'll be honest with you guys.
I thought it might intercede
Yeah.
and step over the other one, but we can wait. We've got a replay for you. I'm not quite sure what it is. We'll figure it out. It was a short game, so our memories are still fresh. Here is the first replay from the the third replay. Tony, Storm Spirit, see, and West. Look at how.
Did he just throw Storm
Spirit?
Yeah,
he threw him, and I looked away. I looked at something else in midair. That sucks. This was almost a turnaround, actually.
You see that he just misses. That's the Sunstrike as well. Storm Spirit flies through the Sunstrike.
Yeah, when he's in his ult, he's invulnerable. That disruption. That Tony would have died if he hadn't disrupted him. They managed to kill the Darkseer. They managed to get Tiny, but I think this was big because look at that. They got Windrunner, they got Darkseer, and they got Sand King. This was the fight that went on forever. I like this one. So they're chasing down the Shadow Demon.
And
in comes the Nature's Prophet,
and
you were like,
away.
they just didn't notice him. He was just like pew pew pew, just taking them all out. One more to attack on Soul Spirit. No, he escaped on 85.
There's Nature's Prophet. He's doing so much that he traps him there, and they still just ignore him. They're like, you know what? You just caused my Invoker to die. I'm still going to ignore you.
I think they ignored him. They ignored him because you had so many heroes that were super low. The Windrunner thought, if I get a sick power shot, it's a triple kill. But instead, it was an unstoppable for Storm Spirit. She got one. She got the AA, which was out of shot because my camera work is legendary.
Legendary.
Legendary. So yeah, that's that. We've got, in the next game, let me just give you a little rundown of the structure now. It's a league system. Each team plays each other once over a game format of 2 rounds. Okay. Once over a game format of 2 rounds. What does that mean?
Things.
Explain that to me.
Stuff.
Sigma Fnatic. Yeah, they play each other once. Anyway, points rewarded as 3 points for a win, 1 for a draw, none for a loss. None for a loss. That's harsh. You could have given something.
How do you draw?
How do you draw? I don't know.
I'm
intrigued. Maybe we'll find out. It's a draw, guys. Teams who are on the same points in the league will be separated by head-to-head. Cool. And the result of several teams having the same amount of points, a tiebreaker tournament shall be arranged. The excitement.
Tiebreaker.
A tiebreaker tournament, I understand. How do you draw a game of Dota 2?
Well, I think
if they just both say, "Guys, we've been here for 2 days."
yeah, maybe if it was a complete stalemate, like maybe after like 90 minutes,
Right.
all tier
Or
ones were still up.
I tell you how you could get a draw, Joe. If both teams can't make it for some reason. If there's I reckon that would result in a draw. That's one possibility. I'm just spitballing here, folks. I'm just trying to come up with ideas. So that was Sigma, and Sigma, relatively new name within the world of Dota, being formed only in the fall of 2013. So that might be a factor. Empire had been around a long time.
Yeah, Empire's like a well-known. I almost want to say like an esports brand now. Empire.
Yeah,
everyone knows them.
But Sigma, a relatively new team, and this is the thing, right? You've played competitive esports, Jim.
Yeah,
although
dabbled.
Was that as a team, or did you was it solo or what?
When
you played, you were with a team. I'm gonna guess.
Yeah.
And did you have like roster changes all the time? Did you have a steady lineup?
It's patchy. Like sometimes you go like, oh great, we've got a core team. We've been together for 5 months.
Right.
Then someone selfishly goes to university.
God.
I want to just
I'm
focus on my life.
Yeah, I want to do something worthwhile.
Yeah,
Idiots.
and so you get things that happen.
Yeah.
But generally speaking,
and did you find that when a new player came in, how much did it change like the way the team went? I mean, did you feel like you couldn't rely on that person yet, or did it change your strategies? Or I mean, I've never played competitively. That's quite weird. Like most of the people that are involved in the scene, like for instance James Hardy, he's played competitive everything, so he has an insight into that kind of mindset. But how much of an impact does it have on teams when there's a roster change?
I mean, this is going from my 15-year-old.
Give it to me, buddy.
I had a lot more hair back then.
To be young.
Yeah, oh yes, back in the day. Roster changes, they can be quite catastrophic, especially if you had a strong player as well that lead the team as well. Like, for Counter-Strike, you had that really strong AWP, but that guy that could just never miss the shot. Right. Like, I was never that guy.
Right.
But there was always that guy on our team, and he always seemed to leave.
That sucks.
So, in comparison, is finding a really good carry for Dota. If you lose that player, then it can be catastrophic because you then got to work with the team, build up communication, how they work, and it's like saying that Durka shouted to me a lot for is communication.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'm always to blame, but it's
what in
like,
game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Durka and Kick.
This is the thing. Like when I play, I always use TeamSpeak or something like that. Right?
No, I use TeamSpeak as well. Yeah.
I know a lot of people that use Skype. I don't like it because you have to listen to everybody breathing and mumbling. And
which is
kind
of what we're having to go through at the moment.
I just kind of I'm old, so I'm finicky. I like to use that. But if you had to push another button, like that's why the pros don't use it. Is because if you had to push another button to talk, that's like your button could be doing something worthwhile. And in the middle of a fight, I think exactly. Well, I think they could, but they all use like Skype and stuff like that. It's weird. But anyway,
it uses more internets.
I'm just gonna have a mess around with trying to find out when the next lobby is. But I'm guessing that we could maybe go and take a short break.
Yep.
And then we will find out when the next game is going to come up. That will be. Just remind me, Joe, because without my notes, I like doing that.
I love it.
Shuffle them.
You almost look
Rox.Pix
professional.
against Sigma. That will be coming up soon. Maybe hopefully we'll be starting the next few minutes for that.
Yep.
The first game is done. Sigma against Empire. Empire won. So yeah, should we take a short break, Joe?
Let's take a short break. See you guys in a sec.
We'll be back in about 3 minutes. back. We hope you enjoyed those shots of London. It doesn't look like that around here. Not
No.
quite like that. But
No.
it's a nice area we're in anyway. So, yeah. Welcome back to the Gfinity TV Dota 2 League kickoff season, as we've decided to call it. And we've got Rox.Pix against Sigma, or Sigma against Rox.Pix, I guess. Sigma will be playing the Radiant again, and then Rox.Pix will be playing on the Dire. And we are basically ready to go. I'm going to type ready whenever.
Yeah.
Joe, who do you fancy in this game?
I'd love to see Sigma come back. I wanted to do something really big though. I don't want, it's hard to get the words out, but I did not like what they did last game.
No, I don't know if they were trying something or if they I don't know if it had worked in the past for them, but it was kind of a funny lineup. I didn't quite understand. I thought the Tri-Lane Sand King, Windrunner, and Shadow Demon could have worked. I don't think that. I mean, it's a little unusual. Generally you put Windrunner off lane or mid or something like that, but so it was kind of weird to see her in a Tri-Lane like that. And they didn't roam at all. Like sometimes you'll see like Shadow Demon and Sand King like to go a roaming. If you watch someone like Fnatic play, I mean, they'll often roam with Sand King. I think Team Liquid do a lot of roaming and stuff early on, and you try and get levels and ganks and stuff like that early there. But they went for the aggressive try, and it obviously didn't work.
No, it didn't work, and obviously then you've got the Storm Spirit rotating up as well, getting kills. It's adding to his XP pool. Meanwhile, although Invoker's getting solo XP and farm, he's still not getting kills. He's still not getting that gold.
And also, because the other lanes were getting sort of, wrecked a little bit. I mean, Storm Spirit was doing that and still winning mid. He was every time he went top, it resulted in kills. They killed Darkseer bot as well, so Darkseer didn't have a particularly fun time. It was just tough. It was really tough. And the longer the game went on, the worse it was going to get for them. They kind of died to the gank lineup, the global gank strat, and they could also go late if they need to. The Globetrosity happened. So yeah, both teams are almost ready. We've got is there a stand-in today? No, we've got Go Black Solo, 633, Cedoy, and Yol up against Mad Angel. Oh, stand-in Angel. So Sigma have a stand-in for this game.
Yeah, they must do. That's different from the last.
That is. So they have a stand-in called Angel. Don't know anything about him. I apologize for that. But he will be standing in, and I can't even remember who he's standing in for.
No, well, that's the sort of the high level quality of knowledge you get when you pull casters in.
Yeah.
Literally, I was just standing outside, and they just said,
They just said, "You there? You ever played Dota?" A couple of times. Yeah. You're on. I mean, to be honest with you, that's me all over. Really. Have you ever played Dota? A couple of times. You can
I've dabbled.
You can cast. Yeah. So they're ready to go. The game will be getting underway soon.
Awesome.
And the game after this one is Sigma against Virtus Pro. So this is why we're talking about Sigma needing to get a win under their belt, because if they don't, they're in all kinds of trouble. Now, Rox.Pix, I've got some facts about Rox.Pix.
Yeah, what have you got for me on the this magical piece of paper about Rox.Pix?
Founded its Dota 2 squad as recently as January 2013. Now, interestingly enough, I cast, I guess, an event that was one of their earlier events, which was in Katowice for the ESL Recall thingy, and that was a fun event. But people talked about them as being, they could be really good or whatever, and I don't think it went as well as it should have done.
No.
But they've been around. I've seen them quite a few times. I think they've changed their roster quite a bit. But we'll see how they do against Sigma. Sigma, a relatively new team, a lot newer than Rox.Pix anyway. And as Joe said, and as I said, they need to come back with a win here. So we're going to go into the picks and bans stage very soon. And then thank God you won't have to look at our ugly mugs in a big screen. We'll be shrunk down.
It will be shrunk down, and you can see.
Did you notice in the preview that the little the trailer advert thing they were running, there was a shot that implied that we were in a giant crystal tower that stretched to the sun.
We are, aren't we?
Exactly. I thought they're giving away our secret location at the top of the giant crystal tower that stretches all the way to the sun.
I didn't nearly get mugged 3 times trying to get it.
Wait, which line were you on? The district line or?
I come in through the Jubilee. That's the worst thing. I was stuck on the Jubilee line underground for 15 minutes.
What happened?
The train just stopped. I don't know.
No, he goes underground anyway, Joe.
No, it didn't move for 15 minutes.
Oh God, it's gone underground. What's happened?
No, I appreciate the concept.
Were you banging on the driver's door? You're going wrong.
Yeah,
we're in a tunnel.
You need to go back up again. Can't breathe. Too many people in here.
Yeah.
But
oh goodness.
That was rush hour London. And,
oh God, there is nothing worse. Well, actually, there probably is, but I'm going to be melodramatic. There is nothing worse than traveling on the tube in rush hour. I cannot stand it. I feel, you know what, I feel like it's about to fill up with water. I don't know if that's some kind of a mental thing, but when I'm in there, especially if I'm standing, and you've got that low kind of arched roof, and you're just standing right up there, because I'm like 6 foot tall.
Yeah.
You're quite tall as well, so like you have to stand normally at the edge, sort of craning your neck like this.
Oh, that's the worst thing. You have to stand. You have to go for a centre spot so you can stand upright. Otherwise, you're in the middle and you're sort of arched with the tube.
Oh, I hate that.
And you sort of get out the train and you've got like spinal disorders.
It's the worst. Oh, the lobby failed.
The lobby failed.
2 of the spectators failed to load. We got a lot of people actually just chilling in the lobby there who just failed to load. Okay. Well, we'll be back in a little bit with that. But in the meantime, I want to tell you, Joe, about a guy that I saw on the tube.
It wasn't me, was it?
No, no, it wasn't you.
That one time.
I was on the tube. The guy got on, and I could tell something was up just from the way he walked. His eyes, he had like zombie eyes, right? Just like dead eyes.
Standard.
Sits down opposite us, and he's got a backpack that had seen better days, a carrier bag, and a pot of yogurt about yay big.
Yep.
Okay. He put down the carrier bag and the backpack and the yogurt, and then he got up, and I thought it's going to be one of those bits like he's going to dance or do breakdancing or something and ask for money. He kneels down in the middle of the carriage, and he strips, takes off his shirt. Completely, he's got nothing
completely
on.
Topless.
Completely topless. All, like everybody on the train is like trying to look away. I couldn't look away because I was 3 feet away from, not because I was intrigued, but because I was like 3 feet away from him. He was like right in front of me. And then
because you're peering flax, if you want to look, you look.
I was like, I'm gonna look at this weird guy. No, but anyway,
I want to know what he's gonna do.
He was a young guy. He's like in his 20s. I couldn't believe it. So then he takes the pot of yogurt and he swills it around and he sort of sniffs it, has a sip from that, right? Gets a t-shirt, sniffs the t-shirt, nods, thinks, yeah, that'll do, puts it on, and then he pulls a half-eaten cucumber.
Oh, so this is a different t-shirt that he's pulled out of his bag.
Different t-shirt. Starts munching on a cucumber a couple of times, puts that back in the carrier bag just with his clothes.
Yeah. Okay. It keeps it safe, I guess.
He kept doing this for the whole 15-minute journey. Thank goodness.
Random vegetables coming out.
Just stuff coming out of the bag. He didn't care. He was just completely oblivious to the fact there were all those other people there. It was weird, man.
No,
that's the last time I'm ever traveling on the tube. I swear to God. So.
On a positive note, we are now in the draft, so the cameras are going to go into the draft. So goodbye.
I didn't realise the Rox stood for Radical Online Extremists. That's what Rox stands for. Strange name. And Sigma In. Okay, so the first band will be Radical Online Extremists to make.
That's rock. That is actually blowing my mind.
Yeah, that's weird. I just thought it was Rox like the plural of rock, but spelled cool.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, with an X.
Yeah, no,
it's cool.
I can see where you're going with that.
You can see what I'm coming. Like,
I
rather than, because it's meant to be spelled ROCKS, right?
No X.
They put an X in there, but they didn't. It actually stands for Radical Online Extremists, which is a weird thing.
These guys are obviously Englanding well.
Right. So you've got Mad 10, Stand-In Angel. I quite like the little stand-in dot name. That's quite cool. And the first band is Visage. Poor Visage. We're in the lobby of Dota 2, where all the heroes wait to see who gets to go on and play. He has not seen the light of day in many a moon because he just gets banned, and they've banned the Invoker.
Poor guy.
Yeah, Invoker's like, I used to be like, you know, he was always in the pool. Nobody banned Invoker, and now he's like getting banned or first picked all the time.
But interestingly, Sigma banning them out. Obviously, Rox.Pix obviously have a strong Invoker player
well,
on their
either
team.
that or they think we don't want to go with Invoker this time. Let's try something else.
Yeah.
Let's ban him because you don't want to give him away.
No, definitely not.
You don't want to give him away.
There's one person at the moment in the pool, the entire pool, you don't want to give away. It's Invoker.
It's him, yeah. I mean, Visage, and they've banned AA. What has happened? Is AA suddenly become super strong or something? Did I miss? Did I not get a memo? Like, did I miss this? When did
I think that's really interesting to see the different trends as well, like between, you know, different groups of teams playing Dota together. Yeah. And, you know, you do see trends, and AA is obviously that guy.
Maybe.
Like, maybe he's like the Crystal Maiden for like the UK Dota teams.
Maybe. Well, yeah. Crystal Maiden is strong as heck, man.
Exactly.
I love having her on my team because she can support you whilst being in the jungle. She doesn't steal your farm. She still gets farm because she gets it in the jungle, and she's just, you know, she's cool. She does the dance of her people.
I've got to ask though.
Snow falls from the go on.
Midas on a Crystal Maiden. Yes or no?
Please don't. That's all. Please don't. I played with there's a guy called JD who is a UK caster, and he went Hand of Money, Shadow Blade, and a bunch of other crap, and I was furious. And I stopped playing with him. Oh my goodness, Joe.
Well, you know what? He's brand new to the pool for Captain's Mode, and here he is, Endless Spirit. I'm actually really excited to see what they're going to do with this guy.
Yeah. Now this is interesting because someone the other day played him. I can't remember the game or who it was because I'm not a professional. But Ember Spirit basically one shot with the sleight of fist, where he goes like that. One shot like 3 supports or something stupid like that.
Oh, he can get so strong.
He can. And people were like, is it legit to stack Battle Furies on him or whatever it is you want to stack? Because he can farm really fast. His spell, right, the bowlers are good enough, but it's the Flame Guard that's ridiculous. Magic damage absorb 500 when you max that out. Just think about that. That's an insane amount of damage. And it deals damage. It's like a free Radiance with a damage sort of reduction or absorption, however you want to play it. He's insanely strong. When I played him, Joe, and when I did the A to Z challenge, he was the easiest hero by far. I had one of my best games of Dota ever, without even knowing what the heck I was doing. He's just that easy. And they've gone tree.
This is really... I want to say the word weird, but it's obviously not weird for these guys, because they clearly know what they're doing.
I think they've got the fire, and if the tree gets out of line, they're going to burn him down.
Yeah, like, calm yourself.
But, I mean, Tree's interesting because, I mean, he's a lovable dude, big old Tree.
Yeah, but Living Armor's taken a
how
massive
does that
nerf
work with
recently.
Ember? Maybe the Tree ult, and then you get free Sleight of Fist on a bunch of dudes that are like, you know, they
can't do anything.
They can't do anything, exactly. Because Sleight of Fist is on a 6-second cooldown when you max that out. Treant ult is 4.5 seconds duration, so you could go Sleight of Fist, Treant ult, and then they all have to stand there while you give them another Sleight of Fist.
Yeah.
And Storm Spirit, we're going to see Storm Spirit again. Sigma Int had a sad time against him in the last game, so I think this time they've decided, you know what, folks?
We're going to pick him this time.
Give it the flip mode. And Nyx Assassin as well.
What do you think of that, Nyx?
What do I think of him? He's ridiculously legit.
Legit.
He is legit.
Yep, so I did initially wonder if they're going to run him mid, but also you've got the Storm Spirit for that.
You don't tend to see Nyx Assassin mid as much.
Not as much anymore.
No. I mean, he's basically, the thing with Nyx Assassin is at my level, and dare I say it, Joe, at your level.
Our level.
At our level. Let's call it that.
Yes.
Basically, all you need on Nyx Assassin to win the game is Mana Boots and a Dagon and a Blink Dagger, and you win the game. That's it. I mean, they can just become disgusting. Dread Knight, we've seen Dread Knight's Nyx Assassin landing. Another UK player, shout out to Dread Knight. We're giving shout outs to all the UK players. It's almost like that's what we know.
It's like we live in the UK or something. I don't know what's going on there.
It's true.
Yes.
So, yeah, there you go. There's your maiden.
Oh.
She's good, man. I mean, and the thing is, like, with Nyx Assassin, he's a dude. This is the problem. That you have to get Mana Boots on him because he has, like, his spells cost a lot of moolah. And you don't have a lot of moolah, right, in terms of mana. So if you get the Crystal Maiden, her Arcane Aura gives you that mana regen bonus. So he can go a Roman, and he gets that free... It's ridiculous.
That's also big for Storm Spirit early game as well.
Exactly, yeah. It's like if he misses out on a bottle... and look what's been picked. Lich.
Your favourite.
My beloved Lich. He's awesome. See, now, let me tell you something, Joe.
Yes, I'm ready for story time.
I'm telling you, Rox.Pix are building a combo that will wombo. Because they are going to have Tree ult, Lich ult on top of that, and you ain't going nowhere, and you've got Ember Spirit Sleight of Fist.
So while you're getting pounded in the face by a Lich ult, entangled in roots,
you're on fire.
you're being set on
exactly.
fire.
So I wonder if they're going to... I mean, this is they banned the Venno. Venno would have been fine there as well. I wonder if they're going to go for someone else. I think they could go for something like Luna, maybe, because then the Glaze will bounce to bunk everybody, or Eclipse, or I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what they pick up here as their sort of carry. But
definitely very interesting that they Sigma picked up my favourite support, and then
what Crystal Maiden?
Yeah, and then your favourite support got picked up.
Yeah, maybe they're listening.
Maybe so.
All right, then in that case, Sigma, I would like you to please pick.
What do they need?
I think they is Lifestealer been banned? They could take Lifestealer here, and then you'd have the Nyx bomb.
Nyx bomb,
which is disgusting because he can get inside the Nyx and then he can go visible. Bingo bang. They're going for the Maruna instead, or Miranda, and they're going for Weaver.
Yep.
Okay, so this is interesting because
there's your two offlaners potentially right there.
Yeah, right there potentially. I mean, I quite like Mirana. I'm sick of playing against her, I'll be frank. And when I have a Mirana on my team, they miss every single arrow. That's just the way it goes. See, they banned the Luna because I think they could have easily gone for Luna there. Because if you had the Treant ult, and the Glaives and the Eclipse and all that,
that's big.
It's ridiculous.
That's a team wipe right there.
Exactly.
And they haven't exactly got strong heroes. You know, Crystalman very squishy, Mirana very squishy, even Storm Spirit.
Yeah, if you can lock him down, and I mean, Nyx Assassin, the Spike the Carapace is a good spell, right? Don't get me wrong. but he doesn't become like beef tank. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
he's got carapace. He relies on that really to not take damage.
Exactly, and then he wants to scoot. He gives it the scoot and shoot.
He's got his carapace. He's kind of wiggling his butt. It's like, go on, hit me. I dare you. I dare you.
There's a Rubik band. That makes sense because you don't want any of that stuff stolen. Like especially, you know, you don't want the tree ant retreed on you. So what do they take now? Let's say that you've got your offlane Miranda, and then you've got Storm Spirit mid. Okay, scratch that. Scratch that.
Everything.
Mirana's safe, or Mirana will be part of a tri-lane. Darkseer off.
Darkseer off. Then you got, you know, quite a nice stun heavy. You know, you've got the Crystal Man and Frostbite. You've got the stun from Nyx. You've got a big arrow from Ran as well. You've got some nice setups there for some really nice early kills.
This is good actually because these are two fighting lineups. You know what I mean? We're going to see some fighting. Now, what do Rox.Pix take here? Let's assume I'm going to try and figure out the lanes here. Now, bear with me, okay?
10 seconds.
They could put the Ember Spirit mid, and he'll be up against a Storm Spirit. Spirit versus Spirit. Would they like to do that? I'm not sure. They could.
I think
the Storm Spirit, basically, the Storm Spirit, you take the Flame Guard and you can just walk up and like batter creeps and you don't take anything. They've gone for clock. Okay, so
that's
I guess it'll
potential offlane there as
let's just wait and see how they lane this, because otherwise I'll look quite the fool, or even more foolish. But I think they'll put Clockwork, maybe even you could even put Clockwork mid, and put someone like Weaver off, and then have like Lich and Tree support Ember. You could do that.
Yep.
Or you could put, in fact, you could put half of this team in the off lane.
Yeah, it all
you
works.
could put Lich solo off, you could put Tree off, you could put Weaver off, Clock off, but I don't think they will.
Treant just goes and hides and
just stands in the tree,
XP,
becomes one with the tree. And Sigma, well, their lanes are probably going to be a bit simpler. You're going to have a Nyx supporting the Mirana, Crystal Maiden maybe jungling a little bit, Storm Spirit mid, Darkseer off. You could do that. But bear in mind, like we saw in the last game, they didn't put him in the off. They went for an aggressive try, and they stuck Darkseer safe. He's probably, like, this is the thing, is with Darkseer, you generally want to pick him, in my opinion, against someone that's melee and needs farm, because they can't get it. Like if you're up against an X or you're up against a Void or whoever, anti-mage, you can get that. You'll do so much damage with Iron Shell. Well, look how much damage it does. 90. Now that damage over time, that's a lot more than it sounds. Like that's ridiculous, and that's in a big old AOE as well. 250. I mean, that's insane.
That is insane. So who's going where?
Well, it looks like they're going to put. Well. Well, here's the thing, right? Crystal Maiden and Mirana have some synergy because she can give them the old Frostbite into arrow, which is quite cool. If you have some follow-up with like a Nyx stun or something on that, that's quite cool. It'll be Storm Spirit mid. They might put. I wonder if Nyx is just guarding here to make sure nobody wards the pull counter. I think they're just guarding, but I wonder. That doesn't look like a dual lane. Darkseer Nyx. I don't think I've ever seen that. I don't know. They might Darkseer jungle maybe, conceivably. I don't know.
It can be done.
We'll
it's
have to
not
see.
efficient.
The tree is just going to
wander, spotting rune,
sort
I
of
think.
spot the rune. It's going to be Clockwork in the off lane. Ember Spirit in the mid. Lich is just going to deny a creep and then leave. And then it's going to be Weaver in the safe. Well, I think we're going to have to... I have no idea if there's going to be a rotation out of here. They might just get the Nyx to stay down here and get a few levels and then rotate out. They could do that. I don't think they'll put Darkseer in the jungle. You can. It's not that bad. But I don't know. I'm not sure that they will. You don't see people do that in pro games so much, I don't think, Darkseer jungle.
No, not anymore.
We'll see. We'll see. Because the jungle's kind of gimped now. Like most heroes get in the jungle. Like I like to play a lot of Axe. Axe in the jungle is no fun. I wonder if this is something you see. Is Lich going mid as just sort of a 2? He'll just sit, not a 2, but like as a second with Ember, because he'll just sit there and he can come back here, deny a creep, get enough XP, and it just shuts down mid. Storm Spirit will be losing 25% of all the mana, the experience he would otherwise be getting.
Exactly. I mean, straight away the creep wave's over there. Storm Spirit can't get near that.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. So it looks like Darkseer is in the jungle. I don't mind this so much. I mean, I quite like him. He's got the Stout Shield. He's pretty tough with the Iron Shell. So Lich is just going to chill mid. Ember Spirit taking a lot of damage here though, but he's got the backup of a Lich. Storm Spirit, let's have a look at the last hits and denies actually. 3-1. How's Clock doing? I mean, the other thing is the harassment that you can put down with Lich is ridiculous. Frost Blast, you can just spam. I mean, look at Storm Spirit. He could even be in trouble here. Actually, this could be First Blood. Can he turn it around? One more shot from Lich. Oh, just. That's First Blood for Lich. Nice to see. And that is First Blood for Rox.Pix. Because, I mean, that's the thing. The Storm Spirit is pretty gankable early on. And this is like a slow and a stun lane, and good damage. The Flame Guard means he can sort of tank a lot of the stuff that you get from Storm Spirit, and Lich is just so quick. Just come in there, Frost Blast. I mean, it's only 50 damage, but the movement slow of 30% means
that
is
half the killer right there. It's the slow damage that it does.
It's huge. So Arrow catches the tree. This could be a kill in return. Weaver will probably take down Mirana. No, she managed to salve through it.
There, yep.
Wow, so that's 1-1. They managed to kill the tree man. Weaver I thought he might have Shikuchi'd and maybe tried to chase him, but it was on cooldown.
Don't want to risk getting frostbite under the tower there.
Yeah, exactly. So Lich has got a haste rune, and he means business. He's coming top, and they're like, let's get this Mirana. I wonder if he can't solo her, I don't think.
Well, they got wards, so they know he's there.
Yeah.
They're being very cautious, waiting for the career to push forward.
Oh, here he comes. Here goes a Frost Blast on Mirana. There goes the Shikuchi. But Weaver walks into an arrow, face tanks it, and they're going to have to back off. Can Weaver get a no? He can't chase. Arrow is still down. I wonder if anyone's going to rotate here. There's pinging going on. They're saying, come on, let's get this guy. No, he's going to walk away. He's going to take the whole creep wave with him. Oh, I think he was pinging to say, give me the tree armor. Of course, that makes
sense. Give me some love.
That's the first tree armor I think we've seen. He could have used that a minute ago, I think. But anyway, like Ember Spirit could have used that earlier when he was almost dying to the Storm Spirit. But anyway, Nyx Assassin, level 4. I like to get a blink on him because that gives you some really disgusting initiation. And they've got the best initiator in the game, in my opinion, in Clockwork. So you want to have some casual initiation of your own, but you have also got Storm Spirit.
Exactly, especially when you can break team fights apart like Clockwork can. Yeah. It can be really catastrophic.
Absolutely, and you've got Mirana's ulti. Basically means that at any time you've got to be watching your corners because she can turn even heroes that aren't great initiators into good initiators because they can just turn up right in your grill.
Yep.
Well, let's see. Exchanging punches, Robot versus Giant Bug.
Yeah, neither of any matter though.
They decided to call it a draw. 16 last hits for Ember Spirit. Soul Ring there on Darkseer. That's what they didn't get last time. They just got a bot
Crystal May in the middle, trying to even things up a little bit as well.
Yeah, there's a slight fist. I like to get Soul Ring. I'll tell you the other thing about Soul Ring is look at the HP regen. +3 HP regen is big. If you're in the jungle, that's super helpful. Oh, is he going to live? No, he dies. Storm Spirit just able to finish him off. Lich ran out of mana. If he'd been level 6 and had his ult there,
that would have been huge.
No problemo. But this is a funky set he's got. He's got like stuff going out of his head. Inscribed Mantle of Eldritch Ice.
Loving the voice of that. That was good.
Yeah.
Trent going for a little bit Mirana action there on top.
Level 5 now, Nyx Assassin. I guess he was looking for the rune there. Uh-oh. This could be a fight of the rune. No. Is she going to pick it up? There goes the bolos. There's the lasso. There's all kinds of like weird weapons. There's lassos, bolos. Tree armor, I think, just ran out. They're going to chase him. Where's he going? Arrow just misses.
He's got the bottle, so he's going to...
Yeah, he's probably going to be fine. He isn't level 6 yet, so he can't... Oh, wait, in comes the Iron Shield Darkseer. There's the Surge as well. Storm Spirit's going to come around the back and do the cleanup crew. He wants this, and there, he gets it. That's perfect. That's just what they needed, was to get 3-1 on the board, get some confidence back after that last game.
Just like that, yeah. Rox is getting first blood, swinging it straight back.
Yeah, and this is, I mean, them if they can win mid, that would be big because they're up against Ember Spirit Lich. Now, if that works, I mean, alright, they did give up first blood. If that works, that's great. But if the 2 loses to the 1, that obviously has knock-on effects. Yeah. Lich here playing with fire, but he doesn't give.
Storm Spirit, he's not level 6 yet, so you can't be jumping him too much.
But he could have given him some serious goosing. Yeah. He's got 3 levels in Electric Vortex. That's funny. I thought people normally maxed overload for the extra damage. I don't really know. I'm not a Storm Spirit player, so I won't suppose. Oh, the cogs there, but nothing doing.
I've got a rotation. Looks like they're coming down to bottom. Who's that hiding in the... Oh, there comes
Crystal Maiden. Frostbite. He just used the cogs. That's on cooldown for 5 seconds. There's the Frostbite. She's saying to Nyx, come on, come and get it. But he can't. Nope, he says no.
So you live in armor, you know. It's quite a big early game.
Once they live in armors on him, forget about it. I mean, even in the mid game, it's tough to catch him. This Centaur is going to town on this tree. Trion's like, please. Oh man! And I thought Mirana did Mirana nick that? I didn't think she did. I thought she might have just nicked it from down below. But coming around the back here is Lich. He's looking for trouble. It's nighttime. So they're going to catch him out. Here comes the Frost Blast. Ember Spirit is not level 6. I don't think. No, he goes with Sleight of Fist. He's still only level 5. Storm Spirit managed to... What did he pop? He got surged. He gets surged and he runs away. They might turn this around on the Ember Spirit, but he's quite quick as well. He's still only level 5. When those 2 guys hit level 6, it's going
to break loose.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be Spirit time. They will be moving around all over the place like crazy. I still wasn't quite sure how the Ember Spirit ult worked, but it worked. You can chase people with
Yeah.
it. You can run away with it. It's awesome. Lich needs to be careful here, man.
He's got his tranquils up though, so he's not
Yeah.
too worried.
Tranks. I hate Tranks on Lich.
Yeah, they've like really fallen out recently. But
Yeah. I wonder if they're going to not fix them, but change them again, because the fact that it breaks when you attack is so disgusting. Like, you know what it used to be when you got attacked, but now if you attack, it breaks them as well, which kind of sucks. It basically meant it's impossible to use them as a, you know what I mean, as a jungler. It's kind of silly. But anyway, it does give you that crazy movement speed of plus 90 and armor and everything like that, so they're not bad. And hey, it worked for him just then. He just took a step back, no problemo. Living armor on the Weaver. See, that's the other thing about living armor. It's not just about when you're getting ganked, but it's also super handy for just like staying in lane.
yeah, exactly. No, that's really going to maximise his XP. He's level 6 now. He's got 37 last hits, got 10 denies.
He's doing fine.
He's on top of last hits.
Absolutely. Now, what do you get here on Weaver? Do you play Weaver much?
Yeah, Weaver's I'm not very good of him, but I do like him.
Right.
I suppose I'd like to see. I want to see him, dealing some really good damage. Depending how the game goes.
Get that Desolator up.
Yeah, maybe a Deso or a BKB potentially for that Morana.
The thing is, he's up against a ton of stuns, so I think he'll probably want to get a Lincoln Sphere. But I don't know which you get first. In this game, I don't know. If he's getting free farm, he could get what the heck he likes. I think Lincoln's is good, because then he's just going to farm. The late game for Sigma is, again, I think it's not as strong. There comes an arrow. It just ran out of puff just before it would have hit him.
That was going to hit him right in the kisser.
Absolutely, right in the kisser, as you say. That would have been a dead Ember Spirit. Oh, there's a Nyx Assassin here. He wants to go on someone. He's thinking about it. He doesn't have the mana. Now he does. Oh, an Ember Spirit. That was nice.
See those reactions.
That juke. Holy cow. And they're going to turn this around. Make a note, Joe. I want to see that again. That was around the 8-minute 15 mark. Holy moly. Wait, can Storm Spirit come in here with the lasso? This should be a kill. The tree armor! And the wand! One more auto attack, surely. Oh, he almost managed to walk out of it. Lich as well. He's trying to do stuff. He's level 7. He used his ult. Did you see that?
Yeah. No, I didn't see the ult go out.
No,
I want to see that 8 minutes 10 seconds again. I'm just shadowing that for our production.
Yeah, we're going to see that replay.
I think we're going to get a live replay. This is going to be.
What, you want to do a live replay?
Can we do that?
Oh, baby.
This is going to be magical.
This is exciting. I don't know. We might miss stuff. We could save it for afterwards. We might have to do a lot of talking, Joe. So I think we should save the replays for afterwards.
Okay.
In my opinion,
You're the boss.
And Weaver's gone for. Producer doesn't mind. I just think if we go for a replay, we're going to miss it. This is an action game. I've already missed First Blood, I think, in the first game, so I don't want to miss anything in this game. We'll do it in the talk around afterwards if we can make a note of it.
It's okay. I'm running all the time, Dan. I got this.
Good on you, Joe. Good on you.
We have one task.
If the game goes to sleep, we can always call it back up. But
yeah.
Actually,
smoke gank on top, is that?
Yeah. So see, we would have missed the smoke gank, Joe. You don't want to miss that. There's the tree armor.
Oh, he's vendetta does.
The Impale just catches him. This should be a dead Weaver, and it is. Darkseer managed to finish him off with a punch, I believe. It's always satisfying to punch someone to death with Darkseer. See, now this is going to be interesting. What does Ember Spirit build here? I guess he's going to get drums, I guess, because I like drums.
Yeah, drums is always, I always find drums is like a really nice sort of connecting item that sort of, transitions from mid to sort of late or early to mid game.
Stats is good, man. Stats is good. I think you want to get statsy kind of stuff. But I mean, I'm going to be interested to see what he builds, because a lot of people are like, it's all about the battle fury, right? Like that's what people want to get. This could be a sad time, and it is for Crystal Maiden. She gets caught. The
hook shot used,
yeah, hook shot used. We managed to miss that as well. The problem is, I'm looking at the screen. I'm not looking at the mini map, because I'm so used to, like, as a player, which I predominantly am, although not a good one. This is where I'm looking. I'll glance at the mini map, but the rotations are all here, and here it is again. Hook shot isn't there, but this could be a dead Darkseer. They do have cogs. There goes a ping. I think Nyx Assassin just pinged because, of course, they have vision.
They know he's there.
Actually, that's a sentry ward, but I guess he got close enough to it. Nyx Assassin. Now, this is disgusting, right? If you put Ion Shell on the invisible hero and just stand next to a dude, if they don't know what's up, you can kill them really slowly. And there's some very funny videos of that happen. This should be a dead Lich. There was the Impale that landed. The TP was cancelled. He throws a casual Lich ult out. Is he going to get lucky with the bounces? He might do. It bounces, and it bounces back again. Is he going to bounce back towards somebody? No, he's hiding, and he manages to TP out. It's like watching somebody play bingo or something with Lich and the Lich Ult. A good Lich Ult, it feels planned, but sometimes it relies a little bit on luck.
See how Clockwork rotated in. I managed to get the Darkseer pick off as well, which is good.
The lasso. See, this is the strength of that powerful lasso. I think this was actually a really smart pick of getting the because the Ember Spirit's big thing is he's hard to catch and kill, right?
Yeah.
So if you get those 3 levels in Electric Vortex, that's 2 seconds of time. You can get him, an arrow can come in as well, and you set up your other stuns on top. I think it was actually a really smart way to go. Because they wouldn't have got him then. If they'd only been 1 second, he could have used his ult to walk away.
Yeah.
So Weaver's got the medallion. I should have known.
Yeah, no, so like transitional items, you know, that's not a bad pickup at all.
Yeah, it's quite good. Okay, so rockets coming in. Like the interesting thing about the rockets and Clockwork, I find, is that you can chuck them around. Every time I see a rocket, when I'm playing against the clock, I think he's here. Like you know what I mean? And that you panic and start running in circles.
So, oh, they know I'm here. Like,
yeah, just chuck, and you could just chuck them around all over the place. It's like a zoner.
He could be on the other side of the map, but it's like a hey, I'm watching you.
Exactly.
Don't try anything.
I know where you are. Darkseer got his mech, got his soul ring. He needs to get some boots on.
Yeah. But he's got Surge though. He doesn't need to worry too much. When did a courier die?
Oh my god. I don't know. We missed it. See, you know, one of the things I kind of rely on is the announcer.
Yeah.
Like the announcer saying things like your top towers are attack. I'm like, oh yeah, it is. So without being able to hear the announcer, like
Kind of does the job for you, doesn't it?
At some point, folks, the courier died. I don't know who killed it or when. And we won't be able to look for it on a replay.
I want to say within the last 12 minutes and 45 seconds that courier died.
Yeah, I'm going to say that. In fact, it dead for 2.5 minutes, I think, when it dies. Or is it 3 minutes? God, I should know that. Anyway, it's been dead for about 2 minutes. Owned by, there you go, Mad 10. He got it. Oh, meanwhile, bot, Ember Spirit, Sleight of Fist, manages to kill the Mirana. She's not having fun, and Weaver is getting free farm. Let's have a look at the old net worth. He's top. Closely followed by Clock, closely followed by Ember Spirit.
Rox.Pix
so the
looking
farm,
very strong right now.
Going the way of Rox.Pix. The thing is, like,
the kill count favors Sigma.
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't.
Matter.
It really doesn't matter. It's all about the gold.
Though another kill.
And they're up by 2k. Oh my god. Who's doing the camera work for this? It's terrible. It might be me. I'm missing a lot because I'm busy. I get distracted easily by other things. I'm like a child with a box of matches. You should leave
graphs and stats.
Yeah, I'm like, ooh, shiny things. So Weaver is $2,000. I think he's going to get an ultimate orb, and then go into a.
Yeah, definitely set up that Lincoln's. I think that's what. Unless he wants to be super fancy and get a Radiance, old school.
Wait, is that what people used to do on Weaver?
I think that used to be a thing.
God. See, now he comes in and drops the bugs, and everybody's like, right, peace, we gotta go. Lich is coming in. The best thing about Lich's ult is the cooldown is really not very long. So I'm picking down, there it is, the nicest rune, like I always say. If you're a Storm Spirit and you see, I guess if you're an aggressive, super good Storm Spirit, you want to see a DD. Yep. I like to see a regen rune, because then I can goof around. You can even pop it in the middle of Ball Lightning, so you can just go like across the map. It's pretty ridiculous.
We've all been there.
Mirana getting chased by the tree. Puts his seed in it. She's going to have to run away. He does have his ult. And here comes the Ember Spirit.
He's like, hey, I want to play as well.
There's the tree ult. Look into Bolo Young.
Oh.
Is she going to walk away? No. I thought she might. And they're going to get the Storm Spirit too. He tries to help out. He can pop that regen rune and walk back in. Oh, wow. The rocket's just missing. His Ember Spirit wants this guy. He is not giving up. Who's this coming around the back? It's Tree Man. Storm Spirit looking for him. Look at that ult. It's so gross for getting away from things. Nick's coming in hard as well. Ember Spirit taking, Sleight Fist, he's taking a lot of damage. Look at this, he's just dancing with him. He's so hard to catch.
He's got living armor.
Living armor means he takes like no damage. He's just pinging around wherever the heck he wants. He is running out of mana. That might be his downfall. Nick's Assassin as well. He dies. Clockwork coming in. That Battery Assault is doing work. And he's chasing down the Darkseer, maybe? What happened to Ember Spirit? He got away.
Arrow misses.
Arrow does indeed whip. Darkseer running hard. He's trapped between a rock and a hard place.
He goes down as well.
He does indeed. So that's 3 dead. Weaver wants this Storm Spirit. He's got a bug on him. Can he Shikuchi to catch him up? One more attack. I think he got him as well. And another one going to
follow.
The tree armor lets him dive. Ember Spirit took her out. That was a wipe. And that was around the 15-minute mark. Joe said, look at that on the replay.
I'm going to go for 14:45.
You reckon? Yeah, let's wind it back a wee bit. So there you go. That was basically as good as it gets for Rox.Pix. None of them died. They got 5 dudes. And the longer the fight went on, the more clear it became that the Sigma lineup, despite everything, could not catch Ember Spirit because he's just ridiculous. He is ridiculous. He's so hard to catch. What are you meant to do? Because the moment, the only thing is he ran out of mana. That's literally the only thing they had going for them, was if he runs out of mana, maybe he won't get away. They've got a Blade Mail now on Clockwork. and they're starting to look in control. Rox.Pix.
Oh yeah, Rox.Pix looking really strong right now. You know, Sigma back and forth beginning this game, but again, just like the last game, they just start to fall out a little bit, and you know, it just unfortunately just spirals out of control.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at that, Clockwork's got a better net worth than the Storm Spirit.
Yeah. Storm Spirit going in here, I think he might want to think twice about it. He just thought it was the tree. Arrow misses.
And that's another thing, Sigma. They're just not getting lucky with these arrows. A lot of missed arrows.
It's not about, well, you miss 100% of the arrows you don't throw, Joe, but you want them to hit occasionally,
well,
right?
Yeah.
Weaver, Nyx Assassin locates the tree. Tree could be in trouble here, and they can stack their stuns no problem. They got a ton
big
of
cogs.
That is big cogs into wall. Oh, that's disgusting. That's nice. The time lapse means the Weaver is able to walk out though, and they kill the Darkseer. Buyback from Treant, and I think he TP straight into the tower. That turnaround, that cogs with Darkseer wall, like that's legit.
Oh yes.
But the thing is, it was like the wrong cogs. Do you know what I mean? Like he already trapped him in there, but Clockwork could have eaten his way out. I mean, I think, like I like to play Clockwork and Darkseer on the same team for that exact combo, but in that time the wall was right on top of the cogs, right? So, yeah, but he survived anyway.
It was pretty impressive to look at either way, though.
Yeah, look at it. I actually played again the other day with Shane where we did Darkseer Magnus, and that's disgusting because you can RP people and then go to Darkseer. He vacuums them or drops water and then vacuums them. It's ridiculous. It's disgusting the amount of damage you can do. We stomped in that game. I think an arrow landed on Ember Spirit. Lich will ping around like crazy, but it got interrupted. It got interrupted. They're going to catch the... Who is that? Darkseer is so teeny tiny I could barely see who he is. And now they're going to chase down the Crystal Mage. She's died a lot. Oh, the Weaver!
Big time lapse there.
That time lapse, he was dead. I thought I saw the
hook shot, lovely hook shot on that Storm Spirit.
That was like maximum range hook shot. That's ridiculous. Look at the Ember Spirit is like he will chase all day long. And he's
you are going down, Miranda.
Sleight of fist. Down goes Miranda. Weaver's going to tank a couple of these tower shots.
I've got to note down the time of that hook shot. That
was like 18 minutes. I reckon that was 18 minutes. That was like max range, perfect hook shot. Ridiculous. Like this is the thing, when you throw it like at an angle like that, like he threw it like across, the chances are that someone might be like you maximize. When you throw it straight, it's like firing an arrow like in a straight line. Whereas it, like it's what do they call it, defilated fire or whatever. If you fire
it's got a higher chance of hitting somebody.
Exactly, someone's likely to be there. Because I've noticed that when you look at like the pro players, when you look at me, I just chuck it up and down the lane like in a straight line. But they'll be like over here and they'll throw it in a big crazy. Same with the Mirana arrows actually. This maiden has done a lot of dying. She has done a lot of dying. Let's see how many times she's done that. She's 3-4. Actually, she's got a few kills. I think because she's got quite good. The spammable nuke is quite handy.
That's why I like Crystal Maiden.
Yeah, I mean that's the same reason I like Lich. Like genuinely, as a new player, look at that 8-second cooldown, and his ult at level, when it's at
Nyx in trouble down here 67. As well. I know he's gone in Vendetta. He's fine.
Yeah, but that's you don't want your Nyx having to use Vendetta to escape.
Yeah.
It's like great now for a minute he can't be aggressive, and he's only level 10. He's not even got it, so the cooldown on it is even longer.
Exactly. Excuse me. That's exactly like the Naga song as well. You know, it's like, do you use it as an initiation tool or do you use it as an escape tool?
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, I think Naga Siren's probably, if you play her as a support, she's got to be one of the strongest supports. It's ridiculous because the song means you can initiate with her. Yeah. If she sits with the carry, if you don't want to fight, she can just say, "Cool, we're walking away. We are walking away."
Definitely. I mean, just look at the Treant. You know, keeping those towers topped up as well as living armor. Just so. It
is so annoying because you expect the creeps and to just chip away, away. But yeah, with the living armor, I mean, that mid tower that has given them free reign. Look at, I mean, if you think about the gank range that gives you can TP to that. Like that's the biggest thing about losing mid is you don't want to lose the ability to TP there. Darkseer vacuum on Clockwork, but that Blade Mail doing a lot of work. That Ion Shell just fed right back and killed Crystal Maiden. Lich ult. But the Storm Spirit he can disjoint it. And some more cogs, they might get more kills. Can they kill DOTA 0? Yes, they can. Double kill for Sidoi. The Nyx Assassin, anyway, there's a GG. Wowee. GG at 20 minutes in.
Very short game.
I think, they just sensed that the jig was up. Let's see now if the game recognizes the GG and destroys the Ancient.
Yeah,
or if we have to sit here while they push their way through.
They haven't even taken the tier 2 yet. Let's only go through top lane.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, generally speaking, when you GG, you get that little counter.
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe they took that out of the game or something. Because if you play Captain's mode just solo queuing, people would just spam that, so you'd have to press cancel that all the time, I guess. Sentry Nace Stavit Petter. I don't know what that means, but
I'm going to assume it means well played, chaps.
Yeah, I'm sure probably something about sentry wards.
Yeah.
Sentry can't stop me. I don't know. I don't speak Russian, unfortunately. But so again, DOTA is being weird, and for whatever reason, we're gonna have to sit here and wait for them to push this tower.
But on the plus side, I've got
you got
times
replays
of some 4 really good highlights. I've got the hook shots. I've got the team fights. I've got the first blood, which you got on camera. That is big. That is bigger than any ult in this game.
You're right. That's huge, Joe. So yeah, for some reason I don't know. Is this something that they changed in the last patch? They should all just DC. I mean, it's recorded as a win, but anyway.
It's kind of part we need like Cyborg Matt to come on and
just
tell us exactly what's going on. Like you'll be able to tell you why it's not happening.
Yeah.
What developer, his kid's name, what school they go to.
Yeah, he's Mr. Knowledge.
And you'll still love him for it.
Yeah, of course. So, all right, I guess we don't need to actually watch the Ancient explode unless people really, really want to. But
it's not official.
We could crack on with the replays now, I think, if we wanted to. But,
definitely. So
we'll see what our producer says.
Well, how about we give my official notepad over to Mr. Producer? We cut to a quick break.
Yeah, and he can can't queue them up. He has to do them one at a time, right?
Yeah.
So there you go. All right, thanks for watching that game, guys. There was a win for Rox.Pix.
Yeah.
Sigma
bottom
not having
the
best. Yeah, Sigma fairly convincingly bottom of the league. They got pretty conclusively beaten by Empire in the first game. And that game, for a little while there, it looked like it was kind of even exchanges.
Yeah, it's like we said. And again, it's how much you can say about a 22-minute game. But at the 10-minute mark, it was really back and forth. I mean, there was a lot of kills, but it was even at one point. In fact, kills were even in favour of Sigma.
Yeah.
Though at that point, you did obviously point out as well. But
the kills thing is, I mean, it doesn't tell you who was killed or which lane and stuff. But the thing for me was that the Lich Ember Spirit lane was really legit, and then Ember Spirit was able to just become this uncatchable, unkillable killing machine. But anyway, let me just actually just having a quick look at the scoreboard. The Clockwork went 9-1-6 in that game, and we're gonna in the replays after that. We're gonna take a break. When we come back, we're gonna have a replay. You're gonna see an insanely good hook shot from Sidoy on that Clockwork. So we'll be back in a minute.
Definitely. Cheers, guys.